Haley, good morning. A very sad morning for this community. As students walk through these doors later on this morning, they are going to be reminded of the heartbreak that happened over the weekend. Trinity Gay looking to follow in her father's footsteps. This is the weapon used by the two suspects. They threw this through that glass door, busting into Employment Solutions, where this crime began. We are dealing with dense fog out here within the last 15 minutes. It's gotten heavy. Now we're going to take a look at I-64 going eastbound. You can see the glow of the lights. Behind this fence, an officer was taking part in a live fire training exercise when he shot himself in the hand. We are seeing it live right now as you're watching. This roadway is just opening back up. You can actually smell this gas from where we're at. We're about a couple of 100 feet back from this scene. I'm going to step behind the camera. We're going to zoom in for you. 3 people have died in a car accident and 1 person taken to the hospital. The scene is very active behind me. We're not going to zoom in though because we're learning those bodies are still inside of the car. This is what you're dealing with as well. You're dealing with slush. Snowplows are coming out trying to get as much of this off the road as possible to clear these roads for your morning commute. The second floor in the back part of this house severely damaged by this fire. We're going to show you some video. Behind me looks like a rollover accident. If you want to take a zoom into what's going on down there, we're being told by the sheriff's office that there was a truck driving westbound and sideswiped a SUV. Lexington firefighters saying this driver passed out behind the wheel, going through 2 yards, dodging power poles, trees, ending up in this house behind me.
Just hit it full speed.
Enough to shake Michael Hayes' home to the foundation, destroying a support column in the process. Hayes was inside, minutes away from walking out to a day on the job.
And there was a tremendous crash.
This guy, the driver, still inside of his pickup truck, uninjured though. Apparently passed out behind the wheel while driving down North Ashland Avenue. Witnesses say he veered off the road.
Had to come over 2 small hills and then ended up in the yard.
Firefighters say this home is structurally secure. This guy lucky to walk away without a scratch as he dodged several dangerous bullets.
He missed the trees because that would have turned out way different for him if he would have hit any one of these trees.
In this jailhouse interview, Marcus Rice adamantly admits to his crime.
I'm not going to hide it. I did it. I'm going to man up. Yeah, I done it.
Stabbing his friend of 30 years, he says it all started with liquor and then a fight.
It just escalated. As soon as I got up, he came at me. You know, I wasn't going to let him get that close to me. I was going to take care of business first.
Rice says he grabbed a knife, stabbing Eamon Rapier several times in his side.
Because I had blood all over me.
Rapier was rushed to UK hospital. Rice was booked, charged with assault.
I'd like to apologize to him.
Neighbors say they want an apology too. This guy didn't want his face shown or his name used, but says it's been hell.
We don't come out anymore, basically because of him.
Included in Rice's most recent charges, failure to comply with sex offender registration. This stems from a 2015 warrant.
There's 2 children that live right there. There's a daycare not far from here, and there's a school over the hill.
This neighbor ceasing contact with Rice once finding out, who according to the registry is a lifetime offender. Winchester police would not comment on his violation though. If convicted, Rice could find his new home behind bars, out of a neighborhood with people who say they find more peace in his absence.
Most of us here are pretty happy it happened because we don't want him here.
Hidden away from the public eye, among years worth of clutter sits the greatest treasure. It's in almost perfect condition. It takes Mike Hill, Randy Vaughn, and their close friend Mike Mills back to the year 1995.
There's me and Ali.
The boxing great made a stop in Lexington at the old Dunbar High School, so the 3 hauled this massive pinball machine, hoping the champ himself would catch a glimpse.
He comes around the corner, his face lights up, and he points to it and does this thing.
Yeah, he did
this thing, and the hair to the back of my neck stood up.
Ali grabbed a Sharpie, signing his name, making this machine in that moment one of a kind.
We all idolize, Champ. That day was just unique.
Just as today is, as millions mourn his loss around the world, inside of this storage unit.
Yeah, it's emotional.
Heavy heart.
Emotions are running high. The 3 have their own lives, but this one special memory still connects them.
Honor to, I guess for us to be in his presence, I guess.
Ali's got a left. Ali's got a right. If he hits you once, you're asleep for the night.
Covering the news in Jessamine County, Patrick Price, LEX 18 News.